2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Clippers. At point guard, Patrick Beverley. At power forward, JaMychal Green. At center, Montrezl Harrell. At the other guard position, Paul George. At the other forward position, Kawhi Leonard. The head coach of the visiting team is Doc Rivers.
Number 17, PJ Tucker. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 14, Gerald Green. Starting at center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 15, Clint Capella. Starting at point guard, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 0, Russel Westbrook. And starting at guard, number 13, James Harden. Your head coach is Mike D'Antoni. Let's hear it for your Houston Rockets.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Home court advantage goes to the Rockets playing here in Houston. We have two loaded backcourts here tonight, Clark. It should be a very intriguing matchup.
You know, Kevin, in years past, it used to be the small forwards were your dominant scorers in the league, and that's still pretty prevalent. But in this day and age, well, I tell you, the point guard play, not only are those point guards able to assist and set people up and lead their teams, but a lot of them are high-octane scorers as well. A lot of fun to watch.
Make a lot of things happen on both ends of the floor.
No doubt.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Montrezl Harrell is out there with JaMychal Green. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverley in at the point guard position. Here is Harden. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Green kicks to Westbrook. The Clippers grab the miss.
And I think all the credit goes to the defense there, Kevin. Exceptional job getting the shooter to rush that layup.
And it's Green with the jam.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Capella finds Westbrook. Here's Tucker. Drills the three-pointer. Tucker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from 3, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
Now, here's George. That one good for 2.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Harden against George. Harden with it. Over George. And the dunk by Capella.
Love how Capella stays alert on the offensive board, creating second chance opportunities thanks to that activity.
Beverly against Westbrook. Outside Leonard from past the arc. That one, no good. So Houston will take it the other way. And P.J. Tucker, Greg, a rugged physical defender at the forward.
And here's a guy, second-round pick back at 06. Spent 5 seasons playing abroad before making his return to the association. Now he's a seasoned veteran and not shy about holding his teammates accountable, especially defensively.
Cans it from downtown.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Knocked loose. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Green. Again, Los Angeles.
Gotta like how they've come out here. I mean, connecting on 4 of their first 5 shots, yes, that's good.
Lob pass to Capella. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Again, Los Angeles. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. I asked him what the plan was to deal with all that quickness, and he said the key is transition defense. Speed shows up in the open floor. If we take that away, we feel we have a big advantage. We'll see if they can slow things down tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Now, here is Harden. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Houston making some changes. Fareed comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Gordon subbed in for Gerald Green. The Clippers also making some changes. Chandler comes in for JaMychal Green. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Harrell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
That's good from Harrell. And in their own words, the Houston Rockets obsessed with beating the Warriors.
Couldn't quite get over the hump in the Western Conference Finals, but they gave the Dubs everything they could handle. Hopefully a rivalry that will continue to excite fans for seasons to come.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. House is checked in, and it's Iman Shumpert in for James Harden. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Houston in the lead. Gordon with it. Williams picks him up. Shumpert, no good. Clippers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Down low, and Harrell slams it in. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Rivers, and the layup is good. The Clippers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And it's Kenneth Fareed with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here is Williams. Shot clock at 6. 14 feet away.
Like the scrappiness of Gordon on defense there. I mean, a solid defender who stays right with his man.
Tries again. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Rivers kicks to Shumpert. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Shumpert. The Clippers trail. The pass to Zubats. Feeds to Chandler. Rebound by House.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Passes it to Rivers. Over Williams. Williams with the block. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shamet, defended by Gordon. 5 on the clock. Shamet. No good from the wing. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Houston on top, up 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about their key to winning.
It's all about not making mistakes, getting rebounds, and getting good stops to really push the pace up. And I think when we do that, we always are at our best.
And, Greg, nowadays it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Boy, the ferocity on the glass, really impressive, and they're not backing up at all, not giving an inch on the boards.
Amon Shumpert is out there with Rivers. Then there's Kenneth Faried. Then there's Gordon, and it's House in at the 4 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. A lot of coaches out there, Clark, wear their emotions very prominently on their sleeve. Others take the calm, cool approach as a player. Was there a particular style that you preferred?
Yeah, my preference was cool, calm, be direct, be firm, but not necessarily overly emotional. And in my short stint with the Pacers, Jack McKinney was more of the cool and calm approach. He was excitable, but a little bit even-keeled. George was a little more emotional, but still, I enjoyed playing for both of them because I think I was clear in that they were trying to get the best out of me and the best out of the team.
Good way to look at it. The first one falls, and the Clippers making a switch here. George is checked in. And he makes both free throws.
Well, you know, one of the things about Mike D'Antoni is that he's an excellent offensive mind, but he gives his players so much confidence. His defensive reputation is not as strong, but with the Rockets last season, they actually were a lockdown team at times. D'Antoni answering those critics about not being a defensive-minded coach.
Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
And D'Antoni back in the catbird seat after some difficult seasons with the Knicks and the Lakers.
Yeah, I love Mike D'Antoni. Love how he comments and interacts with the media and how he handles his team. He's got a team committed to shooting the long ball, and he gives his players a lot of freedom and confidence.
Now here's Shumpert. The kick out to Faried. House the pass to Rivers. To the middle. Here's Faried. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Here's Chandler. And he makes that one. Chandler's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, because of the long arms and physicality that Chandler has, he's a hard player to defend in the paint.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Put your hands together for the Rockets Power Dancers!
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor.
Rockets Power Dancers!
Harden right side. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Harden. Fires it up. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Harden's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
Now here's Westbrook. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. So they take the lead. Green's got 5 points so far.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Tipped away. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Harden kicks to Westbrook. Back to Harden. Beverly against Westbrook. Pass to Tucker. Lets it go from deep. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Now here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. George looking over the floor. Clock at 6. Looking to end the run. Jump shot is good that time.
And this is one of George's main strengths, a phenomenal mid-range scorer.
Harden against George. Fires the 3, and Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Harden. And that's now 7 points for Russell Westbrook. Clippers trail by 6. And Beverly kicks to Green. The pass to George. Puts up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Harden with it. George picks him up. George against Harden. 1:25 left in the second quarter. Here's Leonard, and the basket is good. Leonard's got 8 points.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now here's Harden. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Free throw drops for Harden. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Here is Harden. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot.
Los Angeles foul call.
For Houston, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Shooting for Houston, James Harden. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And, you know, the beard continues to impress, continues to get better, and MVP candidate seemingly every season. Now, I've got a question, though. How does he maintain the look of that beard?
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Fareed's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Gordon in for Green. Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverly. Harden hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
George against Harden. Left side Chandler. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 7 inside, 6 on the shot clock, and Fareed throws it down.
Boy, remarkable athlete is Kenneth Fareed. You throw a pass anywhere near him, and he'll finish it off in style.
Leonard looking over the floor, and that one good. Leonard's got 12 points in the game. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime. I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. If they can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
Welcome back to the Toyota Center, everyone. That's a look at our broadcast location tonight here in downtown Houston, Texas. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles, trailing by 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got JaMychal Green, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Harrell, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Clark, certain guys just keep adding to their game every year, even to the point where it's now surprising how far they've developed and evolved.
Yeah, and that's fun to watch when you see guys that start at one point in their careers and then continue just to expand and improve their game. Victor Oladipo comes to mind. Obviously, I keep an eye on my former team, the Pacers, quite closely, and his growth is really fun to watch. Kyle Lowry became more of a three-point shooter after being primarily a driver early in his career. Chris Middleton, I know Giannis gets a ton of attention in Milwaukee, but Chris Middleton really has expanded his game to the point of being all-star caliber, and I think will be an all-star at some point.
Westbrook against Beverly. He dishes it to Leonard. Over Green, and it's Leonard missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now, here's Tucker. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. And here's Harden for 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
Now here's Westbrook. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Beverly against Westbrook. Beverly finds Leonard. Great tee that time from Green.
I can't explain what happened there, Kevin. I mean, he had the layup. Looked like it was a simple play. Somehow the defense threw him off just enough to cause the miss.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And, you know, Capella is so strong that you really got to wrap him up if you're going to commit the foul on him.
The Rockets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. House is checked in, and it's Iman Shumpert in for James Harden.
Shooting 1.
And the 6'11" Clint Capella, just a phenomenal athlete. The mobility at that center spot is something really so crucial in today's game where every team is looking to expose big men on the perimeter.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And Capella grew up in Switzerland playing soccer, a striker. Part of why he's so quick on his feet.
I mean, reminiscent of another soccer-playing center in Rockets history, the great Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Capella, you know, he's a long way from that, but anchoring a 60-win team at age 23, that's one heck of a start.
Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Now here's Leonard. 12 points for him. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And it's Green missing.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Clippers trail by 12. Beverly looking around. Now here's Leonard. Defense is right there. 5 to shoot. Can they get it? And he drops that one in. Here's Rivers. He's got 6. Passes to House. Here's Shumpert. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Shumpert's got 5 points so far.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
From the arc, nailed from three-point land.
No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
And so it's Houston with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, and it's slammed in by Fareed.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And Kenneth Fareed, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But, Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those two.
And here's Rivers. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Here's Harden. Buries it down low. Harden's got 11 points.
I really appreciate how Harden handles contact, staying in control of his body, and tremendous balance.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. .122 left in the third quarter of the game. Chandler against Fareed. The kick out to Williams. Clock at 6. Launches a 3.
Hey, he's got the full toolkit defensively now. It's Capella's specialty.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 10-point game.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Now here's Rivers. He has 6. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, I tell you what, he's putting together quite a game here, knocking down shots and building upon this lead.
Rockets haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. Russel Westbrook's checked in for Houston. Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Patrick Beverly. Clippers trail by 10. Williams kicks to Leonard. Over Gordon. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harden against George. 6 to shoot, and there's the feed to Westbrook. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
For Houston, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
And so it's Houston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Rockets leading by 11. Gordon is at the 2 with Green playing the 3. Kenneth Faried is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Chalk up 2 there. And it's 7 points for Clint Capella.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The kick out to Williams. Outside, George. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
At 6'10", George is really capable of dominating inside. I mean, defensively, you need to try to push him out of his comfort zone, get him out of that lane area.
To the inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt to be on fire from beyond. They have been really good from the three-point line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from George.
And if you want to talk about the best two-way players in the NBA, George's name would be high on the list for sure. I mean, that's the kind of presence he has at both ends of the court.
Here's Westbrook. Lets it go with a 3. A nice shot by Tucker. And the Rockets lead by 11.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
Yeah, and you really can't afford those kinds of lapses. I mean, not when facing a hole or a deficit like this.
Now here's Williams. Stolen by Westbrook. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
You know, when Westbrook focuses on passing the basketball, it really helps his team. I love how quickly he finds his teammates.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fire, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
We've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And Green gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Green. Williams for three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
The quick release. Let's just call him Sweet Lou, pumping it in from deep.
Williams against Westbrook. Kicks it to Green. Unloads. That's short off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
To the middle. It's stolen by Green. To the inside. Fareed lays it up off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 14.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the paint. Here's Leonard. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Leonard's got 22 points. Houston's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Fareed the pass to Tucker. The 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Clippers trail by 15. Ball's knocked loose. Westbrook with the steal. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Yeah, it looks too easy for him. Almost looks too easy for him, I should say, Greg. I mean, their chemistry really, really at a high level.
Houston making a switch here. Harden's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. Beverly's checked in. George against Harden. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, I like the understated focus that Harden brings to the table. Despite getting knocked around, his concentration allows him to play through the bumps.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Fareed.
One shot, behind the lanes.
Now Beverly. Outside, Green. Back to Beverly. He kicks it to George. Knocks down the three ball. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
And, you know, once George gets on the roll, he's just absolutely relentless, showing you how dominant he can be when he gets hot.
Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now, up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 19. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Trapping souls like Bryce and Tiller. The crib left in the awnings, and that's the very thing that gets me out of the bed in the morning. I got the bread in the corner, got my career in the summer. I got no fear, just honor. I bled and lived through trauma. First the fat boys break up, and Bow Wow retires. Now y'all disrespecting the king. I come through there with claiming they doing dirt and get to just disinfecting the scene. I'm what you call the epitomizer of getting dark. I will spit a geyser that'll get these guys on the charts to fit a like a farce. I'm feeling like the dine on the permanent throne. Like the Quran, you can get it's smelling like the megaphone.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Outside, George. Leonard against Green, and Leonard gets it to go.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Russell Westbrook.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Now here's Harrell, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Harrell kicks to Beverly. 5 on the clock. Here's George. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Harden, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Exceptional strength. Harden is so smart at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
Two shot.
Free throw good from Harden. And both free throws good for James Harden. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Beverly against Rivers. And here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac for the three. And another three for the Clippers. Here is Harden. So we see Houston taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much with Kenneth Fareed. What was the key tonight?
Just keep attacking, keep playing strong, and my teammates that believe in me, just relock in and get focused and play my game.
Great team win tonight, Kenneth. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.